So have you ever had this happen to you? You decided to dress a little bit better today. You go to work, you go to school, and you have somebody say, "Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants here." Seriously, it's like people are shocked you're trying to look good. In today's video, I'm laying out step by step how you can improve your style without shocking your friends. Let's talk collared shirts, both dress shirts and casual button downs. Right here, this looks like a regular dress shirt, and in many ways it is, but the fabric is a bit unique. I do have a twill weave in this, which is a little bit denser of a weave, and I think has a little bit of a pattern that you can only see when you get up close. But let's see, how could you really change it up and level up your style? So right here, as you can see, I made a simple upgrade. I took that white shirt and I brought in a pattern. I've got a stripe. I also brought in color. So like I said, white, blue, the most common ones out there, and you could stick with that with patterns and really just keep it that simple. But here I chose to bring in a bit of red. It does draw a bit more attention. It does make the shirt a bit more casual, but it changes up what you've been wearing. And again, a stripe is a classic business pattern. You can also go with familiar colors in bolder hues. So notice I'm just wearing blue and white, but that blue has a bit of a pop to it. There's something about that color that just grabs a bit more attention. It feels like it has some energy and life in it, and that's what you want to be looking for. Also, I've got small attention to details on the buttons. I've got a contrast red stitching, which again is going to draw attention, but not shock anybody. Now, what about strong patterns like the paisley I have here? Well, notice that I went with subdued colors. I went with navy and white, colors that actually fit in with most business attire, yet I'm bringing in the pattern, and that's what's standing out. I wear a sports jacket over this, and it's something that people actually don't notice it till they get closer. Now, you may be wondering, where can I find a shirt like this or any of the ones I'm talking about in today's videos? Well, guys, go check out Taylor's store. I've talked about them before. They're the sponsor of today's video, and I love what these guys are doing. They have made it so simple for you to be able to customize the perfect shirt, whether it be a dress shirt, whether it be a casual button down, whatever you want to be able to build, you can do it over at Taylor's store. Now, when you go to Taylor's store, what you're going to notice is they've got an amazing selection of fabrics. They've actually curated the best fabrics out there for you, whether you're building your wardrobe or you want to accentuate your wardrobe and bring in something different. And let's talk about design. Guys, you can design the perfect shirt for you, whether you want a button down collar, you want a hidden button down collar, you want a split yoke on the back of the shirt. They've got you covered. I absolutely love that they give you all these options and they guide you in a way that you can build the perfect shirt. And gents, let's talk about fit. Taylor's store nails the fit of their shirts. I love how they do it too. Of course, you can enter your measurements, but the Size Me app is amazing. You download it, you take a quick picture of yourself, literally in minutes. They have everything they need to build your first custom shirt. Oh, and if you're worried about it not fitting you, they've got their perfect fit guarantee. The fit is going to be spot on. Taylor Store is all about sustainability. They have in-house manufacturing and they take care of their people. And when you receive the shirt, what you're going to notice is this is a quality made shirt. You know how I know? Because I look at the thread and they use some of the best threads out there. That means the shirt's going to last longer. I feel the inner lining right here on the collar. I feel it on the cuffs. It's things like this that someone that's designed and made shirts myself, I can tell that they're delivering the goods. And that's why I love to recommend them. And I put an amazing deal for you down in the description. Really, guys, 40% off, guys. That's an amazing deal. Use it. Go grab your first shirt from Taylor Store. If you're a returning customer, there's another discount code down there for you to use. But use that link, guys. Use that discount code. Go over to Taylor Store. Great company. Proud to support them. Next up, let's level up your shoe game. Running shoes are for running. My advice is to buy some of the ugliest shoes you can find out there. That way you're not tempted to wear them to work. You're not tempted to wear them around town. And instead you invest in some good casual shoes. If you want to keep it casual, look at a classic canvas sneaker. It's been around for almost 100 years. This is going to match a lot of your casual outfits and it's better than running shoes. Want to step it up? Go with leather sneakers. What I like about these, they're actually easier to clean than canvas. They're going to cost a bit more, but there's tons of options when it comes to brands. Maybe white's not your color. All right, then go for a black. Maybe keep the white sole, go for a bit of contrast. This right here is going to grab a bit more attention. Or maybe you just want to go for something that's a bit more subdued. Something, again, it's not going to grab attention, relatively easy to clean. Even with suede, you're going to find that actually for most seasons, this is going to be perfectly fine. Want to try bolder colors, bolder designs? Go for it. But I do think that you should start off with shoes that are close in color to the shoes you're already wearing. That way it's going to be a seamless transition right into your wardrobe. Next, let's level up your dress shoes. So you want to get rid of your cheap dress shoes that are made from plastic, that are glued together, that have square toes. Yes, if you got square toe dress shoes, get rid of those. Now, when you cut open, like I did here, what you're going to find is shoddy construction. And it's what you want to avoid. It's better to save up and buy dress shoes that are better constructed. So how do you spot the difference? Because Companies that make good quality dress shoes are going to tell you that they're using a Goodyear stitch. They're going to tell you about the Blake stitch. They're going to tell you about the construction and the materials because that is one of their selling points. Now, if you already have black dress shoes, I wouldn't recommend going out there and buying a different color. Just get a higher quality pair of black dress shoes. And this is how you're going to make the seamless upgrade, because these shoes right here are going to last you 20 years. They can be resold, rebuilt, but what's most important is the upper is actually going to get more beautiful as time goes on and you take care of the shoes. But what if you're already into brown shoes? You got a few pairs. You want to still up it up or change it up. Well, how about you bring in a little bit of texture? You could actually go with a style that you're already using a lot of. Maybe a simple, closed lacing Oxford like this with a cap toe, but you decide to go with a little bit of texture on the leather. You can look for that. Or maybe you really are into a bit more casual of shoes that you could actually wear with a sports jacket and jeans, but still, is a good looking shoe, like a pair of brogues. Brogue right here, we can see the designs. So you already had a plain pair of maybe Bluchers, you decided to bring in these brogues, and all of a sudden you're getting more mileage out of them, and you're slowly upgrading that style, again, without really shocking your friends. Now, let's talk about the chisel toe. So a lot of people think that a chisel toe is a square toe. That's not the case. I don't really like the chisel toe, but I know some of you guys love it. Also, split toe, not a bad thing. I know some people are into it, just really not for me, but both of these are going to make the shoe more casual. Now, what about bold designs? What I love about this is with one item, with your shoes, you could actually add this to a regular navy suit combination, a charcoal gray suit combination, maybe even a sports jacket with jeans, and all of a sudden, you're leveling up the style. People are going to, yes, be drawn to the shoes. They're not as interchangeable, but with one item, you can level up your wardrobe. But what about when the weather's bad? Do you need to wear boots like this? Of course not. I do wear these around the house when it's muddy, but whenever I'm out and around town, what am I going to wear? A pair of boots like this, because this right here looks better, especially with jeans or a sports jacket, or even with jeans and a t-shirt. This is going to level up the look. And speaking of going with a very casual look, right here, if you're traveling, you want a pair of Chelseas that slip on and off or are just incredibly comfortable, boom, you can do that with suede. Or, right here, we've got a pair of Chukkas, same thing, we've got that suede on it, or you can even go with a pair of boots like this. Yes, this is going to be casual, but right here, this is so much better than that first pair of boots I showed you. Now, next up, let's talk about upgrading that graphic tee. You know what I'm talking about, that graphic tee that it was funny when you were in college, but you're still wearing that around town. How about we change this up, and instead of that, we actually go with a V-neck solid shirt. Now, you don't have to go with a V-neck, maybe that's too much. Well, then go with a simple crew neck, but notice I said solid. No design, no logo. You can find these out there. You want something that's going to fit your body a bit better. And if you're a bit thin, maybe like me, then go maybe for a, we got the casual shirt right here, the button down, but you could also go for a Henley. You could look at even a long sleeve polo. What we're doing right here is we're finding something that works for your body type. We're going in a solid color, preferably dark, because I love dark. It's just something you can get a few stains on and you're maybe not going to spot them. Lighter colors can work too, but you're going to have to work hard to keep them bright and clean and all that fun stuff. The point being, get rid of those graphic tees. They're really dragging down your style. Next up, we're going to upgrade from the dress shirt and necktie look to the sports jacket and maybe skip the necktie. I'm not saying you don't have to go with one. You could bring in a casual knit necktie. Point being is you're going to bring in the jacket. So many guys are scared of jackets, but they do so much for you. They build up your shoulders. They slim up your torso. They just make you look taller, more masculine, leaner. Why not go for this, guys? A lot of guys, they're just not used to it. It's not that a suit jacket or a sports jacket is uncomfortable. It's just unfamiliar to them. So practice wearing it. Now, sports jackets, you have a wide range of different options here. As you can see, I've got this green sports jacket. It's got a little bit of a pattern in it, multiple colors. It's going to match and looks great with this blue, right? But you can change it up. You could bring in other types of jackets. Now, of course, this is a casual look, but I think it looks a lot better than maybe going with a fleece jacket. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You guys out in the Northwest love your fleece jackets, and I get it whenever the weather calls for it, but a jacket like this to me is just a bit cooler. You're going to stand out from the crowd, and you can even find insulated jean jackets, I think, that look perfectly fine and again set you apart from the crowd. Not your thing? Then go with the classic blouson. The blouson right here, you're going to spot it. It's going to have a little bit of a check pattern on the inside. Overall, it looks like a very simple, clean jacket, and that's what we're looking for. Something here that's classic, something that's really just going to build up the shoulders a bit and make you look better. Now, what about updating that hoodie? hoodie. Okay, well, you got a few options. You can go with leather jackets, suede jackets. Oh, you don't want to go for a jacket. You want to go for something that you can just pull over. Then look at sweaters. So many different types of sweaters out there. Whether you want to go with a V-neck or maybe just go with a solid crew neck, something that you could wear as a layering piece underneath one of your jackets. Maybe a button mock neck or a quarter zip sweater. Right here, we're going to draw attention to the neck. They actually make it easy to slip on and off. It's a very functional design, a bit more casual, but again, it looks so much better than a hoodie. And I almost forgot the cardigan. Notice right here, I've gone with a solid navy, fits my body well, and overall, I think it's a great look. You don't need to go with anything that's maybe too heavy. I know a lot of guys, they feel it's a bit feminine, but you can find great looking cardigans that look so much better than, yeah, the hoodie option. Now let's talk about your trousers. Pants, jeans, whatever it is that you normally wear. What we're looking to do here is just slightly upgrade that. So if you normally wear jeans, you want to look for maybe darker jeans that actually fit you. Most guys are wearing pants that are too large. So they've got excess material in the backside, maybe even down the leg. So take it and get it tapered. I'm not talking skinny. I'm talking maybe thin. I'm talking a closer cut. What's interesting about jeans is they can conform to the body. And there's a lot of other trousers out there that have a bit of stretch to them. And that's a great thing to bring into your pants, is to find something that has maybe about 3%, 5% stretch material in it. All of a sudden, you're going to totally look at your jeans differently. They're actually going to fit you, have a bit more of a tapered design, and you're going to level up that style. Next up, let's bring in some jewelry. So I'm not talking about earrings. I'm not talking about necklaces. I'm talking about something pretty simple, because most likely you're not wearing much. Maybe you're wearing a wedding ring, maybe a class ring. I'm talking about actually bringing in a watch, bringing in a bracelet. But let's start with watches, guys. There's so many different options out there. You guys know I love watches. There are dress watches. There are dive watches. There are field watches. There are racing watches. There are other ones I could talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and do that in this video right here. I go into all the different watch types that you should be aware of. And guys, add a watch to your wardrobe, add it to your outfit, and instantly level up your game. Again, this video right here, I will link to down in the description.